Nachtanish Ganimine and Banna, Dunboyd. And ein wheel, fish for tools, fish and Lohi Canish. Kilkenny, Eddie and Padnabu, as a Hele, Evan Sohoko, the other V. Walker Honey, Hobradorn, Eddie a Giat Crave, a Wachtend. And ein wheel, and immersed Costnahead. Agus Kilkenny, Seamus Dollard. A way crave ile Aaron, leg Lawn Moore, Eddie Edachrid and on sea, Snappgedy, Donahoe Brain. Sarah hit is take with that, so there's one to Mac and Son. Again, Dian Macanoil, Dian Gainer, there's Eshen, Edirik, Edachrid and on sea. Kilkenny, a cousin, and full body, attack the Mac, Martino Kira, the Harley DJ, Mac and Son, Gedy, PSO Duhoine, Edirik Croke, because Dermadio Macad, attack the Gaudi, that Shahir Kilkenny, Dino Mara, a Waller Step. Ultimach, Shano Malik. And then Tevaka, Socrates before it. Agus, Inish, Yemenodis, Alish Denta Ed Yemenodis, Agus, Puxair, Nohege, the Kilkenny. Agus, the shade Donald O'Neill and Captain, a Hopigesha, Argawil, Balmel Aiden again, Deshnamanouid, Onedig. Michigan, Vadla, Portkinish, Yamaso Hickey, Schlitter Winterrock, Agus Plantama, Diana Mara, of Wall of the Heschel, Obradorden, Sarah and Son, Adrian O'Sullivan, Agus Adrian and Isha, Derek Kilkenny, get rid of Nuncy. Seamus Dollard, to Cork, and a shed happy to him. Tomach Gadessa get Tiger Glisawin, Agasanish, Deshiget, Cobradorden, Wallet in on sea. Shahel also Barrowit, a dog sheety, again Multoy, Agas Dish, Vaded, Eget Cobradorden, Agas get Mosso Dean, a here score halt and so Sochwahi Canish. Get score and son get Mosso Dean a Honel.
Nice score there, Mihal, and that should settle down. Tipperary, no, that was an easy chance, but the first couple of minutes, very scrappy, very hard, very fast. No team has really settled down yet, but that was an important score for Tip. Should give them a little bit of breathing space now. They might settle down to play a bit more relaxed hurling.
Agus coid vir gwihe, get Kilkenny, a can hit score, I'm sure get Cobradorden. Shahe Martino Kira, Jahad, DJ Kerry, Vega Gimmer, take Kilkenny, Nis Dana, you don't know. Or the money, I would say that was Homa, Game of Clear Road Lloyd. Kilkenny Ginish, I said, a Derek Dollar at noon say, Donahoe Brain, and the Hamach Parish, and the Fine, Puckschletze, a Vegaum, the Hobrador. I guess the shed Tig, ugly sign, a Hope in Council. Tig of Gimmer, the Wash Lee, Sochlohilla Canish. Vishana on the day, a grave the moon, Council Bultigama Don Foley and Mac Sheeranson, or also Mahona. Kilkenny. Tiger Glycerin in the Hamach, the Rima Comoin. Agus Martian, Puckschlasse, the Kilkenny, at the Ronald,
a little bit of controversy there because the umpire on the goal flag side indicated the 65, but later brought down his hand, and I think that's where the crowd are getting on a little bit. It's now a line ball for Kilkenny.
Agus Shahe, Dermadio Macad. Agus Lon Foley Hobradorden, Matt Goffinin, Cousin Gamadoy. And Tevaka, Socrates, the foil, and Immert, Straka Hegama. Shahir Kilkenny, Dollar on sea. Cousin Twa, Ayana, we get Hobradorden, Bedisa, Agus Shahe, Briano Shanui, Ian Macanui. Or a Higadas and son, I get Yemen of these. I just went to Gadas, I get Yermid on Mahay. Kilkenny, come up on the Palone, and by Kilkenny, Ganish, a gate score. I guess, and gate score. I'm Shahe, Gadas and son, I get Mihal McCoin. Reached, Goed beter is dat het mag. Zo heel report sorteel. Zo heel opinion. Die ene eruit een bal tussen. Niet schaar. Wel te maken in een vroegige. Agus Dishige Adrian O'Sullivan. Nee, Adrian nach die punten go. Tapte gauder. Die met jou mechad. Nee, die Lish. Agus in een oud shoot. Adrian O'Hogain. Sarah hit en zo. Ige. Sean O'Malley. Antonio Shalavik. Wallen on bij het Mosso Dean. Mosso Cork. Agus zo hit Mosso Cork. Zo'n team pleit. Agus puntje go. Ige Jeremy O'Malley. Jeremy agus Kilkenny. Gachar in ons ige. Sarah hit das en zo ige Sean O'Donoghue. Marchen Puckstesse de Kilkenny. Zo hit Donald O'Neill. Wie gimmer te laar parkje. Wiltje stekke geshoot. De laar parkje zich nog uit lekkennis. Sean O'Donoghue. Wiltje en mag geshoot. Die mag wel in orde. Dat is zo hit Donald O'Neill. Matt Lish en Rohar Ener. Chance en son. Chance. Ik heb Donoghue Bryn. Ik heb Colleen. Ik heb Donoghue Bryn. Kilkenny in the Heffing Keen.
Fine score by Dennis Byrne there, the corner forward after a very good run from left half back Dan O'Neill, who played midfield up to the semi-final.
O'Malley, Sarah hit get Tiger Gleeson. Also Dean, with the step gedestige. Arish and Dave Lene, Agus Marik, Water Crab na Hayden, Dimmer Shem Lena alone, near Water Lena, Agus Vision on the day. Erin ben uit Kilkenny en die gaat het Mosso Dean. Sarah hit glote en son again Martin O'Keefe dus. Drop al is tempted. Gosh to Higoma, son.
Beautiful catch there by Martin Carey, the goalkeeper, came out through the players, and I think it was Jerry Maguire caught him as he came in. I don't think there was anything malicious in it, he was going for the ball, but I think he just clipped him with the handle of the hurley maybe.
Sean O'Malley gave me his stats a hole. Agus dish again, Gerard Maguire, near a chin top again him. Martian Carter dear, Kilkenny a lot of the way. On one holy area, Sean O'Malley in the hole. Pucktabline, Agus Talish, Dianta and Son, and him a stolage, Martian Pucksayer the Kilkenny.
Well, now Kilkenny appear to be bringing back Dennis Byrne the right corner forward to go into the goal instead of Sean Mealy the corner back, because Jerry Maguire is on his own. Yes, he's been picked up now by Sean Mealy. So Kilkenny no right corner forward at this point in time.
Agus so hit Donald O'Neill and captain. Wiltje, stach a Joan Holige, Agus the Gawnberg and have no love clay. On cool body, Agus on a Tokahige, Martian, Donoghue Bryn, a dollar dash, and that's the dust hit a race. Shahid, Hobradon, Erin Sea, Agus Dish, Initiate, Motto Hogartic, Shahid Moss, Dish a score again, Agus Colleen Dash, against Motto Hogartic. The forward net at co-score, O'Honnell.
Lovely score there, Brian O'Mara sent in a beautiful low ball and Tommy Fogarty out in front of his man and sidestepped him and hit over a lovely point. But it is an absorbing contest, very exciting contest, and the crowd are really getting behind both sides, and it's going to be very tight if it keeps like this.
Martin O'Keefe, Paravi Gostihe. Pachtige Brian O'Mara, the Hobradon. Brian O'Keefe, Agus Adrian O'Hogain, he tapped the Gaudis. Moss O'Fogarty, Agus Laurasa Mahona. Shahid Moss. Moss O'Dean. Moss O'Dean, Matt Lish Gapole, Agus 15 play, Jenna Vidaus, and Vaisha score. Score all, and he gets Moss O'Dean. Rochulin, Veloce, he gets Moss Bedisa.
Well, Tommy Dunn here coming away and under severe pressure clips over a lovely point from the right hand side, and really Tommy Dunn has shown exceptional skill in all his matches so far. Another beautiful point from him. Lovely point.
Can mór fada agus más ó daon ríis de Croke. Bhuite ag más. An bhfuil se héad Tabra Dáran an lá párce Marcus Olin ard. Sára histig sa chuine ag bara de foiar. Agus deisian is ag glór brunach, se héad glór brunach. Anna haváil géntan san ag sean ád an na chún. Kilkenny ag cosint, Tabra Dáran ag cosint go má. Dhéanamach an uail. Puck slesa a bheith gawn. Tabra Dáran. Agus se héad pilibh seanna cháin, gur imiide úmpil be sínsir Tabra Dáran, sna dachadí agus na clégadí. Bhuiil sé roiadaí, sára ag glór brunach. Bhuiil teach a ríist ag pilibh. Bhíon ó meara agus Adrian ó thugáin, se héad Adrian. Adrian an captain, a bhuileisteach go dtí bhíon ó meara. Se héad Adrian a ríist, deise go Adrian. Sára héad istí go deasa go Seán ó mealaigh. Inis Seán a teachtamach leis is litir. A bhuaila go dtí séamas dúlairt, ach imitheach aris an daobh líne. Go gléasáin chuin an ceansa a thógant puck taobh líne de Tabra Dáran. Dín sé siúd idir bheannach lena club, isteach go dtí glód mar gaíd ach tá bhuiteid agus se héad díormaid ó mechad. Díos ó dúlháine, imiide ahead pet de Kilkenny, agus taléis déantar fies agus tá nó tríomhile éireann agus siúd leis na minúid inoidí. Agus a sé díormaid ó mechad, hópaigh an ceansa. Stíl des ag a díormaid. Ceann anna ard agus ábhaidín roiada a taobh na láimh clé. Michael Caroin. Michael Sperdencombe. Bóla an clitir amach de Tabra Dáran an bhíams na súlavid se héad más ó daon. An bhuite ag más an Baltasa ag Don Lonéil go dtí glór brunach. Glór brunach, isteach a láistí go dtí Michael McCoin a bhuite siúd ag Mac Kilkenny agus é díreach sa bhreagadhús de Tabra Dáran. Agus éad a bhile lán chulaí Kilkenny má rásá mahúna amach go dtí séamas dúlairt ach tá bhuite ag a taigh gléasáin. Bachtanson agus séamas ó hicí. Steach go deas go dtí Donach ó Bryn an bhaid sé scór. Bhfuil ní bhaig an Baltasa. Donach ó Bryn agus Foshen Counson a taobh na láimh díise. Díormaid ó mechad. Anna taobh líne agus é sin déanta go deas ag Donach ó Bryn bhí sé imitheach aris a taobh líne. Thógant a Kilkenny. Déanta go deas aige Stephenson a Joe imana card nóige ach anna haváil déanta Istiganson agus Seán ó Donach ó bhfuilte amach aige agus se héad bhíon ó meara agus más ó daon. Bhfuil Tabra Dáran ar an únsaí steach go dtí an gúine agus móra go stig lárás baróid agus bara de poir a fáilt an loiad amach go dtí Don Lonéil. Agus dis inis ag PS ó dúlháine, se héad PS Sticker a thug leis go deas aige, ba chóil go bhaid sé slór, brinte go hálan agus Seán ó Donach ó se héad PS a ríist. PS amach inis go dtí go bord sa stéal, ba chóil go bhaid sé scór agus tá sé tacht aige.
Nice point by Robert Shortall there for Kilkenny. They had to work hard for it and the tip defenders really stayed tight on the men. Sean O'Donoghue stopped PJ Delaney's run and Robert Shortall was just there to tap it back and stick it over the bar. Nice point for Kilkenny.
Martin na fórne cóscór agus se héad PS ó dúlháine an ón nach sára hiige taigh gléasáin. Bhíon ó meara agus tá cailíos déanta go bhríon Eamon O'Deir, Pucksair, the Kilkenny. Iawn, Bia Fada, the Commander no Marshall amach. Mac Croke a Colo Shear, agus a ball and Clitted, a Joe, and Tevline, Harishade. Butcher over his, or Higgy, Philippo Shanahoin. Philippo Shanahoin, a Macri Adriano Hogoin. But leave it out Madrid, but if the Maragas, I'm Schlitter and Hamak the Ream Comoin, Yemen, Ihuid, Martian, Puck Tevline, the Hobrador.
Well, Tipperary switch there, have bringing John Maguire out onto the 40 yards and Brian O'Mara back into the left-hand corner. Might pay a bit more dividends. He's a very pacey player and he might run Eddie Dwyer around a bit, who's having a lot of success against Brian.
Antonio Shalavig and Ungri Adrian O'Hogoin. Adrian agus that dient again. Well, just after Sarah hit the Seroid and Sunday Eamon O'Deir. I'm Schlitter, but the Hellish Roa again in number Cookish game and a Martian Pucksair the Hobrador.
Good defence here again by Eddie Dwyer, came well onto the ball but had to run to get through the tackles and ran too far.
Augustin Pucksair, Coco Higa Holt to get Anthony O'Dein. To get Moss O'Dein, Woodshake Holt and counts, Ni Woodshake Roadi, Woodshake it Moss O'Fogle to get Agus Martian, Big Erin Multoid and Schlitter Hahabishtak Atla. Manchester Nigagas, Shahet, Dirmudo Mahad. Kilkenny. Left into on Padda Bout again. Anna here on the Padda, I never to water with it. And Schlieg is the Midori too. And Schlitter of Wola. I guess Kalish, the Dede, Dinta and Son, and Vakas all in all. Martian, Pucksair, the Hobrador. Gaulishimo, a lot of here. Already in the road, a Himmelagate, Harish and Line are Shakarad.
Well, a little bit ambitious maybe he might have been better off to shove the ball across the 21. But he was just to the left and wide.
Martian to play 9 on the focus of Kierla and affording it goal score about the Croke. Shahid Kilkenny, Erin Unsey. Michigan aboard the tail. Mark Crokenine, Croke Stigle, Michal McCoy. Shahid Dirmudo Mehad, Dirigi Wolastach, Dirigi Wolma, I go Gleasoin, Dirmudo Mehad, a Wolastach, the Dunaho Brin, Dishiga Dunaho. Dunaho, a Bola, Harish and Line, a Shakaran. Couple count for a move against Dunaho, a Ronald.
Well, that was the second chance that he got that he put wide on his own side, and he hesitated when he got the ball that time, Michal, and I felt if he had hit it a bit earlier, he wouldn't have tightened his angle so much, but a good chance wasted by Kilkenny.
George Magaid and Ungari Adrian, O'Hogoin, Shahe Adrian, Mosso Fogertig. Agus Dishiga Brian O'Mara, Shahe Brian. Derek Schliegen of the Henning. Sorry, he Glotig and Martin O'Kira. A Gimmert Anna Vagadisa. Sheeranson Gri Barra de Poyer. Barra de Poyer, a Makari Shemus O'Hickey. Shahe Shemus. Yermada Mahal Gwete, the Shahe, Grod Magaid and Parahaniga Makari in the hot slap. Because Colleen, they get covered on.
Fine score there by John Maguire on his own, about 40 or 50 yards out, and he took a very good score. This is the save now that Martin Carey made high dropping ball in here, and Martin Carey under pressure from Lar Barrett in the corner. Beautiful catch again, and comes out through it and gets well away, and I felt that he was fouled here by Lar Barrett. He should have got a free out of help, but he cleared the ball well.
Agus inis sé cosach de Kilkenny éman ó díd be sé dearige a chuir an únsaí. Ní sé mé herád agus sáir agus ráide a ge blian mac onúil. Decharín gúnig réit más ó fógartig. Het más an látasach agus pug sér nó hé I get más ó fógartig. Halís dianta go lárás a mahúnir.
Well, his last couple of minutes there, Tomás Fogarty has had a share of success against Larry Manny. When the ball was played in very fast, he has a little bit of pace and he can get out the ball fast, and he's doing well. Good chance now for Tommy Dunn to edge Tipperary 2 points clear.
Rossodine. Agus Colleen against Rossodine.
Lovely skillful player, Tommy Dunn. That's his 3rd point for Tip.
Ábharín meribit sa habáte Croke again. Réana tainam go hálan á pach. Agus sé hé Martin O'Keeran. Rossodine. Brian McAnúid. Brian Gaynor. Decharín más ó fógartig. Deisig a cabrad ábla níos chalí séile. Dianta ige lárás á mahóna más ó fógartig. Agus deisile I get Rossodine in Carú Colleen a Raimsú. Ifir I cehead I get Moss, agus ifir I sé I get Tablador.
That's Tommy Dunn's 3rd free that he's converted, and again Tomás Fogarty was the maker of it, and Larry Mann, has been guilty of 2 simple frees really that a fullback shouldn't be giving away, because Tomás Fogarty still had to make a lot of ground before he would have been in a shooting position. And all those infringements will be penalised by Tommy Dunn.
Tablador reached the dollar in on sea, Brian O'Mara. Hey Brian, Slitter punt ruige Sean O'Malley, Dierigi Roide Dash, Hey Brian go forward, best team flood. Kilkenny Shanna Fine, Tenal Goma, Fevru. Stephenson gedi, also Barroid gedi, Mosso Fogartig, Hey Brian O'Mara, and Stiege, and Kalish Eledienta, Brian O'Mara. A long Kalishi on the end of it wasn't Tori Kilkenny.
Well, another free given away there, but I think that Sean Mealy was committed to making the tackle here. Tommy Fogarty, another little flick, and there you are, Brian O'Mara trying to go through the tackle really, and well, he was just hauled down. Tommy Dunn now.
Rossodine. Oh, went to the Hulk again. Deisige Adrian O'Hogan now fucking scale from the captain. Neil Helle. Slitter Kyltige. Agus Shahed Donald O'Neill, Captain Kilkenny, Gemachanish Gri Sheamus O'Hickey. Sheamus Count Moore Father. And pull boy the tap them off. Hollow Faroin. Fevru. Agus Kata Meher, Pasha Gortehe.
Well, Michael Ferncombe came very well and gathered the ball, but I felt he was pulled as he turned by one of the Kilkenny forwards, but then the ball was knocked away from him here by, I think it was Robert Shorthall. Watch him here now as he's slightly knocked, and he throws the ball up to kick it and knocked away from him by Michael Owens, and he dives on the ball. Now the miss by Tommy Dunn, the hurley may have slipped from his hand as he picked the ball there at his earlier 21. It looked maybe to the Kilkenny players that he was having a shot for a goal where I think he missed it, but this has given them an extra little bit of spirit. And a point here now would only leave them 2 points adrift coming up to half time.
Michal O'Taroin Martin, Overin Bukach, which came back Vakayon. I got Skelro. The big PSO Dulhoine, I hope we can counter. PSO Dulhoine, Maclep Pack the lady. agus an darna leide hiige go dtí Rocholín. Mean cúlbáide agus é techt chuige héin, gus céim bheag vaca ann agus sin recht cháin ómat do le hama an socha barca Croke. Kilkenny, Cabra Darden a dierig dollar in o'n saí. Lwyd ma gaid y bol yn clitr yma ac yn pas am ei hymw. Agus Shahid, Kilkenny y techt ar eis o hici. O hici lle frwg y ffôl. Agus yn styt y paintige. Anna ala cael y dalof agus. Kilkenny yn edrych le don loneil. Ystach gyda'i Robert Subtail. Agus Michal McOwen, mar et piwain ar y baneil, sach le canis, Shahainish McOwen, an lantasach, agus irach zút fárathe go test, ag Martino Gleesoin. Shahid Brian McOwen, Mac le Lynn Gaynor darno, Adrian O'Hogoin, Winchagohig a Seamus Doler. An Mani, Anna Yen a lahar na huide, agus Puck sér gnohe an son get Taigo Gleesoin. Anima chorsa laurig an multoid a lahar na huide.
Well, very high pulling here. Mihal pulled way back. No hope of hitting the ball there from the Kilkenny player, and justifiably the referee booking him.
Agus anime ronocho Ivrin chorsa laur again multoid. Donocho a hosnig stick sa chuine ta gamertinish an nahat slot yellow.
Timmy Gleeson, the left half back who was involved in that, may have some knee trouble after that. He doesn't look too happy at the moment.
Chorlaishinish a chor Yermado Machash, ne Yermado Machad and Portco Hogan to get a 40 and a stolum Gamesheresh. A Chorlaish a chor and Padlar Portco. Agus Shin on a day, Bader Hukastake, Cabra Darden, Podrick Davish. Tá sé lehama an so ní bheith deis ige Podrick Davish tacht ar a báid agus a láthar na huide Cabra Darden Rocholín Kilkenny ar Kilkenny, Colini ige Cabra Darden, Colini ige Kilkenny.
Yes, just 2 points in it then at half-time, and I have the feeling we could be in for a blistering second half between these two minor teams. Right now we're going to take a commercial break. Join us again after that for more action from Croke Park. I can't remember Park. I can't remember two minor teams playing to such a packed house here at Croke Park right from the start, because normally you would expect the crowd to drift in around half-time in the minor match to pick up the second half of it. But from the start of this game, well, Hill 16, the Canal End have been really packed, and both stands very well filled out, as of course Kilkenny and Tipperary supporters have come to see who will win this minor match before the big game, the senior one. Half-time in the minor match, it's Tipperary leading by 6 points to 4. You can see some of the banners on the hill and in the Canal End. Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to see too much of the second half underneath all of that, but I'm sure they're getting the atmosphere at the moment anyway and enjoying themselves down there. Slieve Naman mentioned on that one. And Art Finnan, of course, as well, you just saw in the blue at the end there. Joining me in the presentation area here at the moment, Jimmy Barry Murphy and Eamon Cregan. Gentlemen, you're both welcome. Jimmy, that's minor first half. What did you make of that?
Well, very tense game, Michael. It's a game that we're expecting an awful lot from, because both teams are rated very highly, and you know, there's a lot of tension in the game, and I don't think they really struggle with tension like here. I'm looking forward to a much better second half, and it could be a very good, very close game, I think.
Not an awful lot in it at half-time, Eamon, but no real pattern to the game so far.
No, there's no real pattern. The one thing that worries me if I were a Tipperary man would be the fact that Tipperary forwards are 40-50 yards out. Now, possibly they're playing against the breeze and have to come out looking for the ball, but I noticed Tommy Dunn back near the half-back at one stage picking up the ball, and that doesn't seem to be right. You know, he's not going to score against the breeze. But as you say, there's no pattern to the game. Both teams, as Jimmy says, are tense.
Just while we're talking, gentlemen, I might mention to the people watching at home that they will hear the odd cheer going up during our little discussion, and that's because the Many skills games are going on behind us now. We have 40 school children from all over Ireland involved in that, and it's now part of the tradition, like indeed the Artane Boys Band here with us, part of the tradition on All-Ireland semi-final and final day here. They're in the colours of Tipperary and Kilkenny today, of course, and giving an exhibition of skills that I'm sure we may see at some stage in the future back here again at Croke Park. I also mentioned to you that the news in the senior game, in case you didn't hear it earlier on, is Cormac Bonner will play in the Tipperary colours this afternoon. There was doubts right up to, well, about 1 o'clock, half one today about Cormac Bonner's fitness. He has been declared fit. Now, how fit he's going to be for the action, well, that remains to be seen. Shimmy Barry Murphy, let's go back again to this minor match. Eamon was making the point scores coming from 50 yards out from Tipperary. Perhaps they should be in a little bit closer. But look at Ger Maguire here. He got himself a nice point.
I think, in fact, that's Tommy Dunn, Michael.
Tommy Dunn, I beg your
right
pardon.
half forward, yeah. Strikes over a lovely point, and he has been one of the successes of this Tipperary team, and he's being widely touted in Tipperary as being a very, very promising senior player for next year. And they've a lot of very good players. As I said, they haven't really played as well as I thought they would today yet. I still think they'll probably win this game, but I think they've got very good players. Here you have again.
Here's the one that I was mentioning. This is the Ger Maguire point.
Ger Maguire, yeah. Got us the ball here and just slips inside the Kilkenny there and strikes a lovely score. Very good score for a minor player. It's not easy for them, you know, it's a big occasion. There's a lot of supporters in it early, as you said yourself, and I think that got to the players in the first half, certainly. They didn't play any kind of fluent hurling that we've come to expect from the minors, and as you said yourself, I think it could be a very good second half.
One factor about that first half, Eamon, was that towards the end of the half, Kilkenny were getting a lot of trouble in their back line from the Tipperary forwards who were running at them, and they were forcing them to pull them down, conceded a lot of frees.
Yeah. When the game started, Kilkenny did most of the hurling for the first 20 minutes, and the full back line were getting out of the ball first. But it seems to have, within the last 10 minutes, the Tipperary fellas copped themselves on, got out of the ball first, turned and came in, and the Kilkenny fellas, rather than let them score a goal, pulled them down. And this is why Tipperary are now leading by 6 points to 4. They've got most of their frees, I think, or most of their scores from frees.
Yes, the aforementioned Tommy Dunn has picked up 4 points. Of his 4 points, 3 of those I think have come from frees. An interesting little analogy, because a lot of people expect that this may be the way that the senior game would go as well. In other words, the Tipperary forwards running at the Kilkenny backs and causing them problems.
That's true. That's one analogy. There are lots of others. It's very difficult to say about the senior game, how it's going to go. We're big question mark over Bonner, big question mark over English, big question mark over John Henderson and DJ Carey with injuries. You know, no one knows. We won't know until they actually arrive out onto the field.
Well, we have seen some fine skills from some of the Kilkenny minors here as well, and Robert Shortall picked off a lovely point in. Let's take a look at this one if they would.
I think Tipperary have got more potential. Whether they'll show or not in the second half, minors are very, very hard to predict always. But I've seen a lot of them during the year. I think they're a very good team. Kilkenny, I don't think have the all-round strength Tipperary have, and I expect Tipperary to win, but it's up for grabs certainly.
It's an interesting thing about minor matches, Eamon, that the first half is usually full of tension because they're young lads and they're very nervous. Usually the second half they play completely differently.
Well, they have the half an hour over, and it's a new game starting all over, and they.
An bheith céanna ag Tabradán an imirt cosnathe agus Kilkenny go dtéirigh dul ar an únsaíoch seichéad Tabradán más ó daoin. Isteach go dtí más ó fógartaigh istigh in umil na carnóige agus bríon á meara córap agus puc saoir a ann puc saoir do Tabradán skippaigh an dalamh an son istigh. Seichéad Adrian O'Hogoin.
This was a goal mode scramble here, Micheál, and Brian O'Mara got the touch to it, and Martin Carey, great stop, and it just failed to come up for him, and he was committed to picking it up, and I think he just picked it off the ground.
Agus Adrian O'Hogoin agus Colleen Ellen Pachtage the Tabradán. Snean Chiad an Chiad Colleen ag Adrian an Captain agus Coolboide Tabradán Kilkenny son Jahar DJ Carey Martin e Jennifer Aus Gedisa Anna Chossenta Jennifer ach began Riana Tanev Istach in a Huliv inish. So Tarnalek Marco Canine agus Micheál McCoin. Al-McCoin, in Cheshin Gadas. Marco Canine afach a buchtente, a Macri Pilibus Anacoin. Ach Sarahe, I get Eamon O'Deir. Winter Hafach, I get Mosodin, I get Shahet Mosodin. Dino Mara, agus Yahan Leshemas O'Malik. O'Malik drove out a Macri Adrian O'Sullivan. Adrian, agus an Schlitter Winter agus Lish Inish, I get Tabradán, and Padlock Point Fish, Yemas O'Hickey. agus Colleen ag Seamus O'Hickey.
Good score there from Mark Leonard, picked up poorish clearance. Here it is again now. Under pressure there, and Mark Leonard picks up the ball in space now, has a look, and here again the Kilkenny keeper Martin Carey's been doing very well, does the right thing, flicks it over the bar rather than try and pull it down. Very good goalkeeper.
Marcus Olenard, Maradori, Furim Colleen, agus Seamus O'Hickey, there no Marcus Olenard, agus Martin O'Keira, Idian of the Mafia Brew, agus Shahed Yermad O'Mahid, Chance against Yermad, Mesh Cream Deed of Ashtahat against Anna Score against Yermad O'Mahid.
Great run there by Dermot Maher, straight through, and a lovely little half shot and over the bar, and Sean O'Donoghue followed through there and was booked by the referee for that tackle, and I think rightly so.
Martin Diarmuid a hosna go lá páirce a chatá gimartinis héamh na láimh dishes na leachasathe mar raibh Seamus Dólor agus Seamus Dólor de meheamach go lá páirce. Steve Colini idir na fórne. Bóid bheag bhaithe ag tabradár nach í móra iad, lá go hálan ar fad agus sethe, bhíon mac an óideach me. Witir bhíon an baltasa. Agus sehéiris P.S. o dúlháine. Agus kip-pop séir gnóthaithe ag a P.S. Kilkenny go tasnúr go maithríis sa tarna le, temar dhéanadar a dús an chéad le. P.S. féinnig a hócaigh an council. Sné Colleen eile ag a Kilkenny, P.S. o dúlháine.
PJ Delaney now gone to the right corner forward, and Dennis Byrne gone out to centre forward, and PJ Delaney's pace could trouble Martin Gleeson here. Got very snappily onto that ball.
Agus Donoghue Bryn in a hat slot. Shahed Moss O'Dean. Mac leis isteach. 13 pulid. Wilte Machige an son go dtí Antonio Shalawig. Agus Puck séir a bheith ann de Kilkenny. Anna Bog agus Anna Vidif a bort a Croke a láthar na huide. Agus a lá páirce an so.
Seamus Dollar down injured for Kilkenny. I didn't quite see what happened. Injured probably in the tackle, and this has been a feature of the game. The tackling skills have been very, very high, the hooking, blocking, and everyone is very committed. But one thing looking at the match, there has been very, very little ground hurling, and I think this is the reason why things are very close and very tight. Martin Carey, the Kilkenny goalkeeper, is just stealing about 10 yards there really, and the row goes up from the stands. Referee has spotted now, and back he goes.
Martin Colleen idir na fórne cúgneamataí imar a mithe agus tús mac chur leis an tarna le ag a Kilkenny. Ann beáfada ó Martin O'Keira. Agus leis ag a Seamus Dólor iad a chréir an saí. Steach a lá slí go dtí Seamus O'Hickey ach iad bhfuil sé an count an rómhaach. Oile dianta go chamáin an son ach mar sin héin Diarmuid O'Mahid do Kilkenny agus iarach anna gheas clóte, Colleen clóte de Diarmuid O'Mahid.
That was a great score there by Dermot Maher, who has scored 2 points since he has come to right half forward. Watchamere picks it up and looks at the post, and a great left-handed shot over the bar. Great score from Dermot Maher.
Martin Kilkenny ging recht in Colleen bháin in is de Habradaren agus iad idir an saí go bord sa tail agus Puck Clevelíne de Habradaren. Seamus Dólor a tháinig is idir bord mar an daí an leann mór an idig nuair a bhuadar creibh na héireann. Club céanna le Christy Heffernan dar nó, fána le éireann aige leis an gomman an idig. Lord Poit finish, well to stack again, mistake, Sean O'Donoghue. With Tickety Adrian O'Hogoin. Adrian, Tabwitty, Adrian, and son again Adrian Ella, Adrian O'Sullivan. I guess a shoot stop for it again. Marcus O'Lenard. And again, the father had never to lot of the way, Mosso Dean and son. I guess. Puck Cleveline, Evegown. But Kilkenny.
And there's very little room in Hall being granted to any players here, and all the players I think are trying to pick the ball first time, whereas if they hit the ball on the ground, things might be a little bit more helpful to them.
Shahed Donald O'Neill, Count Josh Dajo, Emil McCarno again. After Lens throw it, Vortino Glissoin. Macfady Adrian O'Hogoin. Shahed Adrian, as I said, to Lish, the Hall of the Fad, Shahed Adrian the Fold, Stefan Stigary, Claude McGee, the Hide in the Hats Latinish. Agus Seamus Doolard I déanamh Calaise. Agus Enim Hamish á Chorsa Leabhar ag an Multoid.
Well, Ger Maguire receiving there from Adrian Hogan and coming through, puts the ball in a stick, and there you have it. Seamus Doolard sticks to Hurley in and fouls him. Not really, I don't know, was it a bookable offence and this was a professional foul thing? Simple chance now for
Tony Jordan and so that Shahe Adrian O'Hogoin agus Colleen ige Adrian the Hobradon. And Padna Colleen I'm Shahe ige Adrian the Hobradon agus Edinson Anna Hosta Vorta Kirchte Ed me her Colleen Pinkeen inish. Ian McOnoe reached down a Hosanta Yanavige, the Hobradon. At Nivigan Strone side, Vara de Poyer. Vara, a Macadi Law Poitke. Yamaso Hikigus, Marcus Olenar. At Shahe, Diarmado Mehad, and Ish, to Clitterlish, the Kilkenny. Can Queen Stiga and he counts in the Walla. One Tomatic Antonio Shalavik. Kilkenny, Gunsi, Don Lonale, I guess here of Sud Sarah. Agus inis, deisige bhíon mé ára. A bhín sé happy go bhóhann de ceann á mealaigh. Ach níl, inis, Vara de Poyer. Agus Kilkenny I mé heróada céim na lábhidise. Mae yn omwyd I gwylio imra mehe, Hocholín i'r na ffwrdd na hwnel.
Yes, and it looked there for a while as if Kilkenny were getting on top, but now Tip seemed to have upped the pace a bit, and Adrian Hogan struck over too.
Agus onadí tacht ar y bóid, da Kilkenny. Beidir gur be Padraig Davies, beidir eile nach é, cahamid nach gyfeicym se, Padraig Davies. Tac ar y bóid, agus gyroed brynach ymwneud yn bóid. Agus onadí da Hobradorn, stolum, tac ar y bóid stolum gyfeich na chwyr mach e goin, Na chwyr mach e goin, agus ymwneud yn bóid. Ymwneud yn bóid. Dyrn Martin o Glissoin, nhw be Loros Baroid, ymwneud yn bóid. Agus Marsin, Hobradorn, yn sy. Canadid na chwyr mach e goin, ac yn ymwyrth y slóga, yn ymwyrth y cysgémana, agus poxéir da Kilkenny. Ond Canadid yn synnyn. Gied slitter pachtige, ach yn check alais, agus Marsin poxéir da Kilkenny. Ond captain, Donald O'Neill, a hwcig yn counsel. Weith Cynniwnwch, yn sgôr o goel i'r Kilkenny, Hocholín Penderig. Ar y hygydas, y gytaigo Glissoin. Seamus O'Hickey. Diarmid o Mechad, o iachant le Marcus Olenar. Seamus. Isteach go dtí Seamus Dólar agus Anna Hurling agus Seamus Dólar.
Seamus Donald getting his first score for Kilkenny. Fine score, and of a significant result of that, Kilkenny moved the ball along the ground, albeit only 20 yards or so, but both two players connected on the ball along the ground and he got the ball in space. Good score.
Mar sin Seamus a déanamh go maith ó tháinig sé amach go lá páirce agus inis seo héad Diarmuid ó mechaid. A bóla a lá slí is das mar gin Philip ó seanna cháin sin go hobrad ádan is an Canadaí mar fé gáin na chúid mar fé gáin Paris in líne agus puck púlvéidir agus trífa hit I bheith ann de hobrad ádan.
Good work there by Conor Regan. He's just come on the field and he's beginning to trouble Kilkenny a little bit. Works the ball well in, dribbles it in well, but good defence work there by Barry Power. And a 65. Now Tipperary switched their free takers at half time. Adrian Hogan has taken over the freezer just before half time. Tommy Dunn obviously unhappy with how things were going for him.
Agus seo Adrian agus póid heag chuige agus aharúile a dhéanamh meas na gólathe ag Kilkenny ach seo gród na gaid a ríist anna haváilig an gól báidin san Martin O'Keara ach seo más ó fógartig go dtí más ó daon seansa get más agus Colleen get más ó daon Immert Vahanson ag a tabrad ána.
Good score again by Tommy Dunn. Here's a shot now from Ger Maguire in space. And Martin Carey, lovely save again, and comes well out to the ball again, knocks it away. The ball eventually comes to Tommy Dunn and he stuck it over the bar from Tomás Fogarty.
And Immert Jim Hallard Páirce, seo héad Diarmuid ó mechaid. Isteach san na John Hall agus Anna Hurling ag Diarmuid ó mechaid.
Good reply there from Kilkenny, and the pot has kept boiling here. Diarmuid Maher's third point since he came to right half forward, and certainly doing very well.
Martin bheith go bine harú cinú na chain Kilkenny ag le hama. Mar Dólar agus ó mechaid I déanamh ireabhas ó bháltáldar ionad le chéile. Ian McConaughey, nóin go dtí más ó daon agus Adrian O'Hogáin dúirte cán ach imithe bhuathe agus Seamus ó Hickey. Agus a teachta gáidir Donlan Éil an captain ach Calís dianta an son ag Kilkenny mar sin puck saoir a bheith ann de hobrad ádan agus de Adrian O'Hogáin.
Silly free there by Kilkenny when they had Tipperary under pressure. No real danger, the ball was being contested, and a good chance now for Adrian Hogan just to the right of the post.
And I don't let Adrian and see you Colleen Hall a heading ní dóla mai Shachar Carúid a chlik immer a fápa agus gan idir na fórna ach ein Colleen a bhain.
This game is still up for grabs. Martin Carey now, so Kilkenny need to keep the pressure on.
But if I'm gatherer Martin I beg óga óhin a ríist fan immer an léintse fóin ag Kilkenny. Seo Adrian O'Sullivan a gorir in ón saí. Días ó dúlháine buitéid in son ag Philip O'Shanacháin. Adrian O'Hogáin agus Tomás ó daon agus Custin Scrumma son Sean O'Malley. An ón go dtí Barad a Poir ach seo Brian O'Mara. Brian O'Mara bhaid sé scór. Sa bháil an son a ríist ag Martin O'Keara agus planta go maithe ag Martin. An immert díon go maithe inis a láthar na huiide le nach ó Brennanson. I mithe amach Harris an de bliine agus puck stasa le Kilkenny. Adrian O'Sullivan, Open Council. Réabhfuil éidir agus siúd le Pallan ach sáirithe idir a bhfuil ag Martin O'Gleasáin. Éman ó Daoid. Adrian O'Sullivan. Seamus ó Hickey. Agus a bhaid siad cóhasa. Melní haid mar Marco Canine and son, yin chess of all Kinunach and son the Hobradorden, Agus Efevru, on Mont Holy. A Machkari Martino Glisoin. Anna Hossin to get Marco Canine and son.
Well, the ball came through here and Robert Shorter was forced to turn and come on to it, but Mark Rabid there got well back and gave a lovely little flick out to the sideline. Very good defence by the tip full back.
Action in on the Hohe, it did walk down the Mauer and Sahagoni. Gan a handfulline of oil in the hole like a Shahebri and Omara. Sorry, Higadastic at Donald O'Neill. A plain Kilkenny. On Jafada. Ian McAnood, the Ligan Jih and Owen on somebody Tiger Glisoin. Ian Omara, and Ish, and Atlish, Staff. Full boy, they get Darrow in to get ready for full team factor against the whole McGregor. The whole McGregor and Kennedy, how to get a boy. He shares the North cap to the Wet cap.
Well, what was significant about that score was that Kilkenny had a chance to clear it and they gave it away to Brian O'Mara. Now his shot here drops in about 5 or 6 yards from the goal and Martin Carey was committed. I don't know should he have come at all really, but he came and dropped the ball. Watch it here now. A simple chance then for Conor Regan. Fine goals, puts Tipperary in the driving seat.
Martin. Hobradorden and Wachter a lot na huide. Adam he Kerry Colini and Kane. Ken me na ha Gil Fanny. Nishe Hesagane. Shahid Kilkenny. Achter Ash, Vader. Bahishel. Hobradorden, the cousins. Achter Lord Portke. Adrian O'Sullivan. Which again Marcus Olinar. Hagas. Anna ha Wallenson. Again O'Hickey Olinar. Shahid Adrian O'Sullivan the Kilkenny. Adrian Fevru, but Kilkenny Fevru, Allah na huide. And a Shahid Dish Inish. Again Kilkenny, again Claude Maguire. And a Haval just to get Philibert Shanahan. Philibert Shanahan, Emma, Harish and Devlin.
Good defence there by Philip Shannon by the Tipperary rear guard, but Kilkenny I feel were looking for a goal there when they're only 4 points behind. They should keep on sticking the ball over the bar every chance they get. Going for goals that only suit the defence.
Diarmid Mahid, Abwalish Nahalash League, and Claude Maguire. Here at Suit Saraha. Agus Inish, Shahemi Hall McOwen. Hall McOwen, a Cora Club, Dian McAnoid, Agus McOwen. Kalish Dianted, Agus Mashin, Puxair, the Kilkenny. Agus Dishiga Kilkenny. On Darna Alido, Gudi Tricolini.
Here we have it here where Mark Rabid gets away with the ball and good shot from Pat Davis, but good defence here now. Michael Owen struggling with Brian Gaynor here and gets the ball up. Was held and free in. But Tipperary showing very good defence.
Martin, Denomati, Focus of Loho. Agus Inish. Jason Polinchin or Fias O'Dulhoin in a coal of oil in the port. Yes, you made left Kieroin and the Dick, you wake Trev na Hayden Low, there's a wake Trev na Hayden Lemonwood, Kilkenny, and the Dick Coma. Yet Polken Derek and Eden so Hobradorden a lot of Hayden. Lord Maguire, Wallace Dickinson. Sarah Hit is digging in Lawn Foley, Larasa Mahona, Rio Hickey, James O'Hickey, Bahishel. The PS O'Dulhoin is your head PS and Mike PS scored. Colini get PS O'Dulhoin. Kerry and Godisa get PS.
Fine point again by PJ Delaney, who's moved in full forward, and Kilkenny are looking for him now to trouble the tip defence.
Marsin Rochulín ar na fórna agus Kilkenny go trían ar an unsaí seo he PS a ríist agus Marco Canín. PS a Shellid a PS ag meachtasteach. Marco Canín a dhéar agad dubach seo he PS an bhaid sé scór. Cheeky as a céad agus PS ó dús láine. Rochulín ar fad again agus cheeky as a céad.
Great score there by PJ Delaney, great run. Took the defence on and really knew what he wanted. Great score. Here he is now, turns away, comes through one tackle. I felt he might have parted there, but no, stuck it over the bar.
An Cícéanna dhéanach ahead Pate. Na seachtóid agus seohéad chuidan Kilkenny teachtasteach go dtí Páirce Croke. Chuidan sin siad Kilkenny ar nó an imirte dul raig go láthar na huaid agus Kilkenny gin reacht cholín bháin de Habradáin. Cad a dhéanach Habradáin na isis seohé Gród Magaír ha gimirte na hat slát go carna ledóibh an bhaid sé siúd scór. Gród Magaír id mecht leis go fóil. An bhfuil sé mé ábhíon roiada bhfuil. Jaall roch mar tá an slitar sárthaige Kilkenny seohé Donal O'Neill. Donal O'Neill is stachad son go dtí Donach O'Brien. Donach O'Brien stach go dtí Padraig Davies an tunadaí. An ún an iscarí Micheál McOwen agus puck séir de Kilkenny agus deisig a Kilkenny an scór a chothramó.
Well, that was a great chance last there by Ger Maguire when he ran through. He should have either kicked the ball or hit it when he had a chance. Kilkenny have the chance now to level the match.
PSO dúlháinnig Geric Orlíní as a céile. As a céile in a meach sínú ceart an ómatí.
Thought that Kilkenny were a little bit fortunate to get that free because here comes PJ Delaney now just to tap it over.
Inis seachtnú matí fách an a fórna cóscór agus seohé éman ó dtíh. Kilkenny an ún an is go dtí Seamus Dólar. Seamus Dólar ga bólasteach. Kilkenny a Habradáin na cosint go maith an is go dtí Gród Magaír. Gród Magaír agus Seamus ó Hickey le chéile ó Hickey rómhaga isteach go dtí Donach O'Brien. Seohé Donach amach go dtí Seamus ó Hickey. Seamus go dribble óid seohé más ó dtí nach chalís déanta Seamus agus mar sin puck séir gnóthaige na Kilkenny. Marsin deisig a Kilkenny golfing team.
This is an important chance now for PJ Delaney. Difficult enough angle.
PSO dúláine is dechalóslí ar scóiríil an Baltasar.
This is very poor here now from, I think just Tony Shelley pulled little wild, no danger, Tommy Dunn going away with the ball and a free into Kilkenny and PJ Delaney hit it very high, I think it went away in the wind. But there's all to play for.
Marsin bechóil go meach na cúpna matí Gwilly Derrick bhíor chorathe sa Páirce Croke. Gad má gáine idir na fórna a láthar na huaide. Agus Kilkenny go bhí Geric Orlíní fan Derrick ó chéanamhín iad an is bhólar ghóla le Habradáin. Cúpna matí fáca. Puck taobhlín agus sné Donal O'Neill. Stachalásrí go dtí Diarmuid ó mechad. Slitar sárthaithe an son agus fe go gléasáin. Kilkenny an son agus Seamus Dólar agus an bhain. Seamus Dólar anna cholín agus Seamus Dólar.
Well, that's a switch for Kilkenny that's worked wonders. Seamus Dollar going to right centre field and Diarmuid Markham to right half. They've now scored 5 points between them in the second half.
Marsin Gray shows to Kilkenny go láthar na huaide.
Here's it is again, Seamus Dollar. Good run into midfield, past the first tackle, has a look and bangs it over. Great point, put them 1 point up.
Inis captain Habradáin idir a bhfuil an Páirce agus puck séirige ó lách na Páirce. Éadrian na hógáin. Stecha Joe imil na carnáige roiada ar thaobh na láimhe clí. Céireann ó matí fáca sa chluithe. Agus Kilkenny Pankeen. Agus inis chuireann Habradáin, chuireann sin siad Habradáin, teachtasteach go Páirce Croke. Padraig McIntyre gets Nahi, yet Ilik Village, Nicholas English, Akshahe, Dino Kira, Agasta Eden Sood, Colleen Yvonne Hankin, and Meshiat Colleen Hankin, or the Victino Mati Gully Emmer and Mahishin in Kesht. Don Lonale and Captain, Agus Kanspedia Yanavika Shield and Yvdoi, Jackal Ashley, Matt Copenine and Council and Mihavik. James O'Hickey, Rachaelson. Sarhishtig again, Matt Copenine, Agus Plantamach Gamahagan. George McGee, Eridalov. Agus Waso Dean, Bihala Fish. Anna Yakir Dalhar, Holohickey, Penny, Galahab Nahuidi. Agus Disheli again, Kilkenny, Padraig Davish. Near Hope, Padraig and Dishin. Vashin. Rhaid Gully focus of Waha. Agus Kilkenny, Colleen Yvonne, Hankin, Hobrador. The big Hobrador in the dash. So hey, Adrian O'Hogoin. Anna Hassan Diana again, Sean O'Malley, Sean Anna Hawk the Council. And Dora Sham, Lishamahi. Hombracht and Devlin, Maso Fogertig, a Cork, Agus, Haigo Gleasoin, Captain Gaudi, Sarah Hishtig, again, Laura Mahona, Rahain, Willie, Fear Hawk the Gadonish. A Dridden Mish the Nomati Teddy, Agus Kilkenny, Hankin, Piazza Doline, and Loyaks the Tarnala, Agus, and Council, Kyle Tigger, Shahe Sheamus O'Hickey, Jessica Sheamus and Colleen, I'm sure. Colleen Joe take a Sheamus O'Hickey. Agus Beder Gerbine Rá Colleen, and White Tobradorn, Colenish, Welton Town and a Gwynif. Nomad Billy no Mashin. Agus Anna Hachtanir, Diantige Kilkenny. Agus Shahid, Tobradorn, a Cork, Maso Dean, Agus Don Lonale, Sarah Hishtig again Laura Mahona. Shahid Laura, Agus Puxer, Gnohe again Laura.
That's an important decision now that Stan Kilkenny's way. They'll slow it down now, they're 2 points up. And really, PJ Delaney, the full forward, has changed matters since he's gone in. Tip out of things around the middle, have brought Conor Regan out to midfield and put Mark Leonard into the corner. Adrian Hogan in the corner for the last 10 minutes. They're struggling for possession for scraps around the middle. Martin Carey now.
Agus Shahen Coolboy, Martino Kira, and Kelmore Grief at the ball. It's Joe Emil the Carno again. Antonio Shalavig, Derek Parakarishnatter, Shahe Sheamus Dollard, and Parafoy Colino Hienevin, Sarah Hishtig, Shana Dunahu, Neshana Derek Taktamaklehead, Agus Kalish Dianterkian, Mashin, Puxair, the Hobradorn. Agus, well, and then Roy Hinnis and Winter Kilkenny to the Titter Wuha, Shahe Mark Copenine. Mark is the way the Hinnis and Agus Foder, Cole Castalo Hobradorn, and Waisha there. Kelmore Father, Agus. Lohan na huide, Anna Hassan Diana again Kilkenny, Laura Mahona, Macri, Adrian O'Sullivan, Agashine, Boa Ele Kilkenny, and Hobrador, Netza, Agus Fashion Morrison, and Ish, Kilkenny, Corum, Let Hobrador, Agus Le Kurtzig, O'Hep, Trevor Haminoid, Crave Maharan, Butted, and Goyo Baltadier, Ege Kilkenny, Agus Timo, and Down, and Hobrador, Hobrador, Nevi, Kedicrolini, Hankin, Satarnala, a quick Rocholin Henderig Agus Mintip Kilkenny, Harvelo Royd, Kanahevna Bedisht.
Well, a tremendous last 15 minutes by Kilkenny. The move of PJ Delaney to full forward 10 minutes to go was very significant, as it was Seamus Dollard and Dermot Marr switch at half time. Between them, they scored 5 points, and PJ Delaney got 3 from play. So, an exceptional second half performance from Kilkenny.
Mashin and scored Derna Hunter. On Boer Ege Kilkenny, goed geen Dirk de Golini, Ege Kilkenny, hele day, no cheeky Dirk de Golini, Ege Hobrador. Boer Rocholin, Ege Kilkenny, et Hobrador. Agus Hobrador, agus is regen, gor steder loge isje achter de hond, wie dat Kedicrolini gaan Derek, wie dat Kedicrolini gaan Keen. Ach, minted, Kilkenny, a hoinig.
It is a great honour.
Kilkenny, a hoinig.
It is a great honour for me to accept this cup on behalf of the Kilkenny minor team. And there's a lot of people I'd like to thank. First of all, I'd like to thank our great trainer, Father Barron, who really put in a fierce amount of work with us during the year. Also, I'd like to thank our 5 selectors: Dennis Philpott, Joe Pike, Paddy Nari, Paddy Corbett, Paddy Corbett, James Delahunty, and Dennis Philpott. Also, I'd like to thank someone who couldn't be playing today, but he was much a part of the panel as anyone else, and that's Philip Larkin. I'd also like to thank anyone else who was associated with the team during the year. And finally, I'd like to give 3 cheers for Tip, who really gave us a great game, and we're most unfortunate not to come away with a win. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thanks very much.
Donald O'Neill, captain Kilkenny, agus an choran a chrocha an águs an airige, choran scéla éireann, buite ige Donald O'Neill the Kilkenny.
Yes, Dan O'Neill from Dixborough gratefully accepts the minor trophy for Kilkenny. And if the seniors going in as underdogs, perhaps against Tipperary, needed any little boost, well, there it is for them. With me on the panel today, Jimmy Barry Murphy and Eamon Cregan. Jimmy, your thoughts on that second half?
Well, it was a sensation performance by Kilkenny in the second half. Everything went against them early on. They gave away rather a soft goal, and it wasn't looking good, but they played some inspired hurling, and in typical Kilkenny style, they played fantastic hurling and got some great scores. And I think in fairness, great leadership by Dan O'Neill himself, the captain, who's outstanding at left half back, and PJ Delaney up front had a tremendous last 20 minutes. He rose to the Tipperary full back line, and full credit to Kilkenny. They're an outstanding minor team, and showed great skill and great sportsmanship as well, I thought.
Jimmy, that minor team are just coming underneath us at the moment, but let's look at this goal for Tipperary, Eamon Cregan. You said a goal would win it, well, it didn't.
Well, where is human? Yes, unfortunately, the Kilkenny goalie made a mistake, and the ball dropped. And I had been just talking about the Ross Gray corner forward, that he's from the town and he'd be a bit cute, and he was there for the ball and he buried it in the back of the net. But that's what spurred Kilkenny. Kilkenny from that point on began to come at them. Delaney, as Jimmy has said, began to play tremendous hurling. The ball came in beautifully for them. The 2 midfields closed up, and Dan O'Neill at left half back began to open their shoulders.
Well, there's a marvellous scene. The Kilkenny team under us here, just passing the Nally stand and over to Hill 16, which today is Kilkenny territory. And what a lift that is for the supporters. We'll be hoping to do the double now, of course. So then, Kilkenny have won the minor trophy, and the only question now to remain at Croke Park is, well, where is that senior trophy going to go? Where will the Lee McCarthy go? Well, it'll be a little while yet before we know the answer to that. We're going to take a commercial break. Join us again very soon.
And senior are quite close.